Don't scrub the ground. Let me see you just push it up, push it up. Let me see you just wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah.
So we got time for one more. So I figured I would close it on this classic banger. If you know it, feel free to get it on the aisles and do it. If you want to just do it in your chair, that's fine. I go by the name of Pretty Rick. I'll be here all week, y'all. I'm so excited. We're about to kick this session off. It's gonna be so good. Thank y'all so much for having me. Shout out to the Indie FFA. Appreciate y'all.
I got them shaking they boobies like Congos, man. I'm shaking the city like quakes. The haters blue in the face like Gonzo, cause I'm breaking the cake, so let's bake. I'm taking the game's mine. Y'all witness the change, it's my time. Yeah, I'm new to the game, but y'all might wanna say you whack raps, they like say the time. I can dance, homie, I don't two-step. Y'all looking at something like a true player. A girl told me that a man that can dance might could possibly get down with the tool in his pants. Now I'm a ladies, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gon' need your bow. Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low, and a pound of real bad, just like the percolate.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah.
Girl, and I'm a gobbler. I say you moving your head, go ahead, bobble. We can cradle the bed, I'm straight racking it. The girl say, man, like the double rocket shit. Damn, I'm so explicit, but I can't help it, my flow ridiculous. Boy, got a gift like it gotta be Christmas. Swag on this like it gotta be gifted. The girls brought cameras and they want pictures and they gon' frame them. See that? Middle to the bed while I'm saying my scriptures. Cause I leave you holy like you pray in the temple. Wanna be? I move with the lead of a pencil. And mine won't miss you. Good night, kiss you. Take your damn back, cause you got a pistol. And I don't think Donnie pick her up these issues.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah.
So I want to thank y'all again so very much. I hope you've had an amazing time. Let's give yourselves a round of applause. That was fantastic. Thank y'all again. I go by the name of DJ1 Pretty Rick. You can find me on all socials and all the good things. We're going to be having a video here in a moment, and then we're going to be kicking off our pre-session. So thank y'all again so much. I will see you again tomorrow with even more bangers to get you going.
Slow dance, second chance, mama needs romance. night with Denise. Whose bed have your boots been under? And whose heart did you steal, I wonder? This time did it feel like thunder, baby? And who did you run to? And whose lips have you been kissing? And who's you to?
Countdown to showtime. Your state parliamentarian, Grant Anderson. Your state sentinel, Dawson Malkowski. Your state reporter, Joe Lindbergh. Your state treasurer, Anna Palmer. Your state vice president, Bailey Erlacher. Your state secretary, Tegan Erbley. And your state president, Mariah Lovro. North Dakota FFA, get on your feet and make some noise, and let's welcome our North Dakota State FFA officer team.
Welcome to the first general session of the 96th North Dakota FFA State Convention. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they're at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The parliamentarian.
Here by a copy of Robert's Rules of Order.
Your duties there?
It is my obligation to know and share information about parliamentary law and assist members in proper meeting procedure and etiquette so that we may accomplish the business of the chapter. I assure that every member will be heard and that the majority will prevail.
The sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia, and I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization reaching from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary. Stationed by the ear of corn. Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
I am pleased to announce that there are 1,330 members, guests, and advisors present, Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this session duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. FFA members, advisors, and guests, welcome to the first general session of the 2025 North Dakota FFA State Convention presented by Hess. Who's ready for a great week? To get things started, let's give a warm welcome to the most creative officer on the officer team, always ready with a camera in hand to capture every moment with her one-of-a-kind lens, your state treasurer, Anna Palmer.
Thanks, Mariah. As we flip through the pages of our FFA story, this convention is another snapshot in time, one we'll look back on for years to come. The state officers and state staff have been working tirelessly to bring this convention to life, making sure every detail is picture perfect. Seriously, we have prepped, planned, and even pulled off a few miracles of our own, like surviving the wrath of Nikki. But instead of pausing on this page for too long, we now welcome Rose Sheely of the Velva FFA chapter for the reflection.
Please assume an attitude of prayer. Dear God, we thank you for bringing us together today as we gather once again for this North Dakota State Convention. We are grateful for this chance to learn, grow, and share in our passion for agriculture and leadership. As we begin this convention, we ask for your guidance. Help us to be open to new ideas, to work together as a team, and to always do our best. Give us the strength to face challenges with courage, the wisdom to make good decisions, and the kindness to support each other along the way. Lord, we pray for all the volunteers and helpers that have given their time and energy to make this convention possible for all of us. We pray for safe travels for everyone, for meaningful connections to be made, and for a successful event that will help us grow as leaders. We pray also for first-year members in attendance, that they are able to leave an impression on them, and that we may do well this week. God, help us to prepare us for victories and struggles we may face throughout this week, and remind us that your presence at all times, so that we can offer our success and trials to you. Thank you for this opportunity to see old friends, for the chance to make new ones. Help us grow in knowledge and understanding for this week. Help us to also trust in your plan, that we may understand that everything happens for a reason. Lord, bless this time we have together. Help us carry forward the values and hard work, respect, and service that FFA stands for. Amen.
Thank you so much for that wonderful reflection, Rose. Let's now take a moment to appreciate the presentation of the colors by the Maddox A.S. Gibbons chapter, as Jenner Johnson from the Rugby FFA chapter performs the national anthem. Please stand and remember to remain standing and at attention until the flags are retired.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Before we dive into the week ahead, let's take a moment to reflect on a huge milestone in our FFA story. For nearly a century, Benson Bunker served as a place full of memories. It's a backdrop filled with tradition, history, and moments that have shaped generations. But just like any photo album, there comes a time to turn the page. This year, we celebrate a new chapter as we move to the Sanford Health Athletic Complex. As we look back, let us honor the legacy of Benson Bunker and embrace the future in our new home.
For years, they've climbed the steps. Inside these walls, we built friendships that turned into family, confidence that turned into courage, and a future that none of us could have imagined. These walls witness late-night laughter, early morning nerves, quiet moments of reflection, and bold steps of leadership. Every corner of this space holds a memory, a lesson, a spark. Benson Bunker Fieldhouse wasn't just where we met, it's where we became who we are. We were the last to walk in, and now we are the last to walk out. Benson Bunker Fieldhouse, a place where leaders were made, the end of an era.
Just like our history at Benson Bunker Fieldhouse, our friendship with NDSU has been around since the very beginning of our scrapbook. FFA members and guests, let's give a huge welcome to the NDSU Vice President for Agriculture and Dean of the College of Agriculture, Food Systems, and Natural Resources, Dr. Greg Lardy.
Good evening, FFA members, distinguished guests, and advisors and sponsors. Thank you for being here tonight. We are so excited to have you on the NDSU campus for your annual convention. What do you think of the new venue? We are so excited that we can share this complex with you and share this venue with you. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to have more guests, more opportunities for broader sponsorship participation. So we're thrilled to have you here tonight. I want to give a special shout out to my home chapter, the Golden Valley County FFA chapter. So where are my peeps from Golden Valley County? All right. As I reflect back on my FFA experience back at Beach High School, there are so many fond memories, and above all, it was the leadership experience and the opportunities that I gained through participating in FFA that led me to a career in agriculture. And so I hope as you sit out here in the audience tonight that you'll consider careers in agriculture. I really want to welcome you to come to NDSU as a student, participate in one of our undergraduate majors. We've got some fantastic opportunities for jobs for agriculture graduates. And so once again, welcome to the NDSU campus. Welcome to the Sanford Health Athletic Conference, and have a great convention. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lerty, for the welcome and for your continued support of agricultural education and FFA. Every scrapbook has those defining moments, snapshots of leadership, legacy, and the people who shape the story of our state and our organization. Today, we are honored to welcome someone whose dedication to North Dakota's youth, agriculture, and rural communities has left a lasting imprint on our pages. FFA members and guests, please help me welcome a proud supporter of agricultural education and your North Dakota State Governor, Governor Kelly Armstrong.
So in the back on the way up, I was talking and I said, when I gave my State of the State, it was 34 minutes long and I was the 34th governor. And so this is your 96th convention, and I'm not going to speak for 96 minutes. The last time we had the opportunity to be here when I was on stage at the Shack, Michelle Strand and my lieutenant governor, who's sitting over there, and I were accepting the nomination to be the Republican candidate for governor. And the last time I was at an official FFA event was when I was running for governor and got to go to the Leeds annual banquet. And that's kind of where the first semblance of an idea was born, that if we were going to be lucky enough to win, we were going to throw an inauguration party. But instead of a party where a bunch of politicians just get to walk around and talk about how important they are, we wanted to run we wanted to run an event where we could raise money for charities and raise money for organizations in North Dakota that do the most good. And we picked the FFA and the Great Plains Food Bank. Now, you got to understand, when you're in politics, every decision's inherently political. And when you're deciding who you want to do this stuff for, you're always cognizant of, one, is it a statewide organization? Two, do they do real work and real good things for a lot of people? And three, if at all possible, which is almost impossible in politics, you want to make sure that there's no way anybody can actually level any criticism on who and what you're raising money for. And you guys, we knocked it out of the park, and it has nothing to do with what we did. It has to do with what you guys do, what this organization means, how you teach and create future leaders. And to be quite honest, nobody can get mad when you're raising money for the FFA Foundation. And it was just a really super, incredibly fun event. And then I knew a little secret, which you don't get this far in life by not being a little smart. I also knew that if we picked the FFA, they'd help us. They'd help us run the event. It wasn't just that we raised money and that we asked and they said yes. There were FFA members at just about every station throughout the whole event, helping us collect food, helping us do all of the events, making it truly what I think is one of the cooler political events that has ever happened in the history of the state. And part of it was because you all were there, you helped us do it, you treated people the same way you treat people everywhere you go, with dignity, respect. You had as much fun helping me run my party as you had dancing before the beginning of this party. And so it's really great for me to have an opportunity to say thank you, and thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for everything you do in North Dakota. But today, we saw the video, and we celebrate a milestone in the history of North Dakota FFA, the growth of the organization around the state from students to advisors. You made this move happen from Benson Bunker Fieldhouse to the Shack, and this is awesome. As one chapter closes, another one opens. One of the secrets is, during my time in public service and in Congress, from being a state senator and now as the governor, one thing has remained true, and that's my respect and awe for your organization. Two of my favorite groups to ever meet with, and my staff knew this in DC whenever I was having a bad day or grinding it out a little bit, or it was just really like a little bit frustrating. They'd find a close-up group that was in town or an FFA group that was in town, and we'd bring them into the office and we'd get the best questions. We'd talk to people. There's the parents, grandparents, and supporters here know that when you get to be our age, you do a lot of the kids these days stuff. And that's more of a indictment on us getting old than you being any different than kids have been for generations. But I can tell you, after getting the chance to hang out with high school kids from North Dakota, I'd walk out re-energized. I'd feel better about my job. I'd feel better about doing these things, because if you want my honest opinion, the kids are all right. The difference between Close-Up and FFA are vast, but the reason is we like those two is that they had two different groups that came to DC. Difference is they don't have the cool jackets. So you get, I mean, they're too hot in the summer, they're too warm, or they're too cool in the winter, but man, oh man, do you guys wear them. You wear them with pride. It symbolizes a lot more than you can possibly respect. This is a guy who never did FFA a day in my life. Have spent more time with FFA members since my time in politics, but have just come to truly appreciate you all, the communities you come from, where the values like integrity, grit, and responsibility aren't just taught, they're lived. In the FFA, those same values are the foundation of everything you guys do. Whether you're learning to weld, judging livestock, I'm the world's worst livestock judger, but I had a lot of fun doing it. Giving a speech, our safety and handling of equipment, you're preparing for a career, but more importantly, you're learning how to lead. And here's the truth, the world's changing fast, agriculture is evolving, our rural communities are evolving, new technologies are becoming a part of our everyday and every industry, autonomous farming, environmental challenges, and global markets are shaping the way we feed and fuel the world in North Dakota. And that really is, at the end of the day, where you all come in. North Dakota's FFA forward, not by staying the same, but by growing, by learning, and by stepping up to the plate. You lead with empathy, with knowledge, and continue the deep dedication to your community. If I'd leave you with one, I'd challenge you today, don't just be proud of where you come from, but also be proud of that FFA jacket, not just because of what it stands for, but because of what you have done in it and what you will continue to do after you hang it up. Continue to show up, continue to lead by example, and to raise to the standard, not just in agriculture, but in every area of your community and every area of your life. You're not just the future, you are the force that will shape it. Keep growing, keep striving, never forget this organization, this family, this legacy. And if you ever want to know where it can take you, throughout your entire opening ceremonies, the Deputy Chief of Staff to the Governor is sitting right behind me and reciting every single one of these stations by heart. So while I never served in the FFA has a huge presence in the Governor's office right now, and it comes from J.C. Schaefer, who's from Carson, North Dakota, and was a member in high school, is mad I'm acknowledging her right now, but if she's gonna be the nerd and repeat everything as it goes around, she's gonna get recognition and credit for it. You don't know this yet because you haven't been there yet, but this will stay with you for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years for the rest of your life. This special group, this is a special time, and it's genuinely my honor to welcome you here today. Thank you.
One important part of my own scrapbook is my advisor, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Zilke. Being an ag advisor is no easy task, but Mr. Zilke managed to foster a love of all things FFA in me, while also being the funniest DJ / rodeo announcer / dog mom this side of the Mississippi. Speaking of mentors who shape the future of agricultural education, let's hear from the man who helps produce the future agricultural education teachers and FFA advisors of North Dakota, the Associate Professor of Agricultural Education, Dr. Adam Marks.
You all need to give yourself a really good pat on the back for the rendition of Cotton Eye Joe that you guys did earlier. Pretty impressive. Well, once again, welcome North Dakota FFA. As was just said, I'm Adam Marks, one of our Ag Ed faculty here at NDSU. This is a very special week for us to get to see and work with all of you. I entered the classroom as a teacher almost 20 years ago and have witnessed the great things that come from Ag Ed and the FFA for what's now thousands of people. FFA is a place where dreams start and build the foundation for your future. No matter what your involvement, you have at your fingertips the skills, people, and experiences to help make you better prepared for the life you choose to lead. Those skills and experiences can most certainly prepare you to become a bison, and we would love to have you here someday to trade in your blue and gold for the green and gold. We in Ag Ed would love you to choose teaching as well. Ag Ed teachers have an impact that can be seen right here tonight. Let's also make that impact heard. So, on 3, FFA members, I want to hear the loudest thank you that you can pull together. Can you do that for me? All right, so on 3, no confusion. Thank you, all right? So 1, 2, 3. Thank you! Man, that's awesome. Awesome, good work. So, thank you, Ag teachers, for leading our youth. Thank you for bringing them here and giving them opening the doors of possibility. A little later tonight, we're going to recognize a few of your FFA peers from North Dakota, as well as those from out of state, who are choosing Ag Ed at NDSU. Give them a big applause during the Teach Ag portion later. So, FFA members, as has been said by Governor Armstrong and many others that you'll hear throughout this convention, make the most of this wonderful week, this incredible organization, and the opportunities you have to build yourself as the best possible you. Thank you from NDSU Ag Education, and go Bison.
Thank you so much, Dr. Marks, for your continued contributions to agricultural education and FFA. As FFA members, we often need advice from those who have been a part of this organization's scrapbook longer than we have. It is my honor to introduce to you the young owl herself, also known as the North Dakota FFA State Advisor, Mrs. Nikki Fiddle-Eye Dahl.
North Dakota FFA members, advisors, and friends, welcome to the 96th North Dakota FFA State Convention. We are thrilled to have you here, and especially in the shack. This week is full of opportunities, from general sessions, student workshops, the Career and Education Fair, and so much more. No matter your interests, there's something for everyone. We encourage you to dive in and make the most of your time here at convention. Now, to pull off an event of this size, it takes a tremendous amount of time behind the scenes. So I want to take time to recognize North Dakota FFA Association and Foundation staff, Darren Spellhog, Brianna Mueller, Lakin DeMorit, Kayla Hart, and Beth Allen. Thank you so much for your time and your talent. I would like to ask, give them a round of applause. I would like all of the advisors in the room to please stand. Members, your advisors spend countless hours to make this week possible for each and every one of you. So let's make sure to thank them as much as you can this week. We also have the opportunity to celebrate the 7 state officers, Their leadership, dedication, and energy have led us through this year. If you see them this week, stop and thank them. Thank you so much for being here, and have a wonderful convention.
Every great scrapbook is made special by the people who help piece it together, capturing moments and telling a meaningful story. In FFA, those people are our honorary degree recipients. Through their dedication and support, they've helped shape the journeys of countless FFA members. And tonight, we get to honor them. Let's meet this year's honorary degree recipients.
It is always an honor to recognize our valued FFA alumni and supporters with the honorary FFA degree. The purpose of this ceremony is to recognize from time to time the efforts of others made on our behalf. Madam Secretary, will you read the section of the National Constitution which provides for honorary membership?
Honorary FFA degree. Farmers, school superintendents, principals, members of boards of education, chapter advisors, teachers, staff members in agricultural education, business people, and others who are helping to advance agricultural education and the FFA, and who have rendered outstanding service, may be elected to receive an honorary FFA degree by a majority vote of the members present at any regular meeting or convention.
Tonight's honorary degrees are sponsored by the North Dakota Farm Bureau. Would a representative please come forward to help present the awards? Madam Secretary, will you please introduce those who are to receive this honor?
Madam President, members, and guests, I am pleased to read the following names. Jeremy Karkoff, Christy Tonneson, Brianna Pastor, David Lear, William Fraser, Lane and Melinda Ferguson, Governor Kelly Armstrong, Lieutenant Governor Michelle Strinden, and Tanasha Warner. Congratulations.
I welcome you as friends of the FFA. It is my privilege as Sentinel to extend to each of you the symbolic hand clasp of friendship and brotherhood.
As reporter, I am pleased to inform you that the FFA is a national youth organization whose purpose is to create agricultural leaders. Congratulations on this honor.
Your contribution as a useful citizen in our democracy serves as an example for our members to follow. As treasurer, I thank you for your service to our organization.
The FFA needs counsel and guidance from recognized leaders. It is my pleasure as secretary to add your names to our roll of honorary FFA degree recipients.
As Vice President, I thank you for all that you have provided to the FFA. I would inform you that our members learn to appreciate the dignity of labor. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much.
On behalf of every member, I wish to say we are proud to have you as honorary degree recipients. May this recognition prove valuable to all. I impress upon you that we look to you for counsel and guidance. It is because of the great respect we have for you that you have been elected to receive the honorary FFA degree. May we always cooperate for the benefit of all. I now confer upon you the honorary FFA degree and adult membership from the North Dakota FFA Association and present you with this as a token of this extreme honor. Let's give another round of applause to our honorary degree recipients.
Some scrapbooks have pages dedicated to those who leave a lasting impact on the story. The Distinguished Service Award honors those who have gone above and beyond for our organization, and tonight we get to honor them for their incredible support. Let's meet this year's Distinguished Service Award recipient.
Each year, the North Dakota FFA Association recognizes individuals and organizations who go above and beyond in their support of agricultural education and our mission to develop premier leadership, personal growth, and career success in students across the state. Today, we are honored to present a Distinguished Service Award to Abovo. Abovo's creativity, innovation, and unwavering commitment have made a lasting impact on the North Dakota FFA. From elevating our digital presence to helping us tell our story in ways that connect with both longtime supporters and new audiences, their work has strengthened our brand and helped amplify the voices of our members. Whether through impactful video production, campaign design, or strategic messaging, Abovo has demonstrated what it means to be a true partner in our mission. On behalf of the North Dakota FFA Association, thank you for believing in our students and the future of agriculture. It is with great appreciation that we present the 2025 Distinguished Service Award to Abovo.
It is an honor to receive new chapters into the FFA, as each new chapter represents a fresh page in our ever-growing scrapbook. Our state constitution and policies outline the basic requirements for the establishment of a chapter. Tonight, receiving their chapter charter is the Cavalier FFA chapter, led by their advisor, Ms. Chelsea Zaharia. Would chapter members and advisor please come forward to receive your charter? It is a privilege to officially charter this chapter and add their name to the list of approved chapters in the North Dakota FFA Association. Speaking of adding to our scrapbook, North Dakota agricultural education and FFA are growing, along with our need for ag teachers and FFA advisors. Tonight, we celebrate the high school students who have signed and committed to becoming the future ag ed teachers. We're excited to welcome them into the ag ed and FFA family. Let's hear from Tegan Erbley to meet the future of agricultural education.
The National Association of Agriculture Educators State Teach Ag Results Program is the sponsor. NDSU teacher educators Dr. Adam Marks and Dr. Brooke Thiel will join us on stage to honor the future agricultural education teachers. We are excited to announce 9 students have committed to study agricultural education and become great teachers in North Dakota. Please hold your round of applause until all names have been announced. Haley McLeod from Enderlin, Madison Pesic from Fergus Falls, Israel Treat from Deer River, Autumn Lunenberg from Bigelow, Grace Lamore from Wapakatona, Elsa Ingebrigtsen from Oxbow, McKinley Haberman from Winemere, and Hallie Mates from Upham. Congratulations to the future agricultural education teachers and FFA advisors. Let's give them a round of applause.
You know, I think our officer team could fill a whole scrapbook with our meals together throughout the year. From Grant's Baguettes to Bailey and I's Pickle Pizza, let's just say that freshman 15 was inevitable. Let's take a look at some of those flavorful times. Well, we've had our fair share of meals. Knowing where our food comes from has always been important to us. The FFA Food for America program encourages chapters to promote a better understanding of agriculture within elementary students. Let's hear from Tegan Erbely for these results.
The North Dakota Agri-Women sponsor awards for outstanding programs in the education of youth about agriculture. The traveling trophy is given in memory of Barbara Mueller. Would a representative with the North Dakota Agri-Women please come forward to help hand out the award? Will a representative from each chapter please join us on stage and remain on stage until the winner is announced? Beulah, Central Cass, Finley Sharon, Napoleon, Richland 44, Rolla, Scranton, and South Prairie. And the outstanding Food for America chapter to receive a $200 check from the North Dakota Agri-Women and take possession of the traveling Golden Apple Trophy is the Rolla FFA chapter. Their innovative tub-to-table project turned used cattle mineral tubs into portable classroom gardens, bringing agriculture and sustainability to life for nearly 100 elementary students. Through hands-on gardening, recycling education, and engaging YouTube tutorials, Rolla FFA members taught the next generation about food systems and environmental stewardship. With 45 FFA members involved, 23 tubs recycled, and 20 gardens distributed to classrooms and businesses, this project truly sowed seeds of change in their community. Congratulations, Rolla, on being our 2025 Food for America chapter.
Looking back on our scrapbook, one of the most prominent things on every page is the friends we've made along the way. Well, one of these friends is here with us tonight, all the way from Wisconsin. North Dakota FFA, let's give a huge welcome to your National FFA Central Region Vice President, Miss Mary Schreiber.
As national officers, this year we have the opportunity to travel over 100,000 miles. And on every plane ride and car that I take, I'm often reminded of a story that my freshman year health teacher told me in my class on the very last day of school. It goes a little bit something like this. There once was a man who was embarking on a long journey. He packed his bags and hit the road to prepare for the long walk. He made his way through forests and mountains until finally, several days into his journey, he came across a river. It was nearing the end of the day, and it was the last thing he had to do before he could set up camp. But before he could wade into the water, an older gentleman who was also traveling stopped him and said, "Pick up as many stones as you can before you cross the river." Now, the traveler thought that this old guy was kind of kooky, but deciding to just hear him out, he picked up a few stones and shoved them into his pocket. He crossed the river, set up camp, and called it a night. But in the middle of the night, he awoke to find some sharp objects in his pocket. He left his tent and opened his hand, and inside, the light of the moon revealed them to be precious gems. In that moment, he had wished he had picked up a lot more stones before he had crossed that river. My freshman health teacher, Mrs. Dodge, told us this story so that by the time that we graduated from high school, we wouldn't look back on our journey with regret. To remind us of this story, each of us was given a small gemstone that we were to hang on to and return at the end of the year when we walked across that stage at graduation. So that's exactly what I did. I hung on to that gem and I gave it to Mrs. Dodge after I graduated, and in return, she gave us a letter detailing some of the precious gems that we had picked up along our high school journeys. Similarly, you and I, right now, find ourselves at the edge of a river, and the people around us are encouraging us to pick up as many of these stones as possible. They might not initially seem to be as valuable as we might think, but trust me, by the time that we cross that river and walk out the shack doors in just a few days, I can promise you, so many of those stones will have turned into precious gems. Whether it's a conversation that you strike up with a member from a new chapter, or a contest that you participate in for the first time, or the care that you take to listen to the retiring addresses of our state officers, take the time to pick up those stones. Because by the time that you finish up the state convention, or even your FFA journey, I hope you find out that they will be precious gems. Thank you so much for attending North Dakota State Convention, and I'm excited to see all the precious gems you'll pick up along your way.
Thank you so much, Mary, for joining us at our convention this week. Members, be sure to drop by and learn some outstanding skills from Mary at her workshops on Tuesday and Wednesday morning. Check your programs for more details. As a photographer, I've taken some pictures throughout the year that really soar above the rest, much like this one. Similarly, North Dakota FFA is filled with the best of the best. It is now time to announce the top chapters receiving the Superior Chapter Award. Typically, FFA consists of events for individuals and teams. However, this is one of the only events that recognizes the chapter as a whole. Let's hear this year's results.
The State Superior Chapter Award is sponsored by Proceed. Will a representative please join us on stage to help hand out these awards? We ask that one member from each chapter come up on stage to receive this award. Beulah, Carrington, Central Cass, Dickinson, Edgeley Column, Finley Sharon, Gackles Streeter, Garrison, Golden Valley County, Grant County, Killdeer, Kindred, Max, Napoleon, New Salem, Richland 44, Rowlett, Rolla, Rugby, Scranton, South Prairie, Surrey, and Velva. These chapters are recognized as North Dakota FFA Superior Chapters and have completed Form 1 of the National Chapter Award application, showcasing successful program of activities. Congratulations to all of these outstanding chapters.
A great scrapbook tells a story, one of growth, dedication, and impact. In FFA, some chapters stand out for their efforts to develop leaders, serve communities, and strengthen agriculture. The National Chapter Award Program honors those chapters that actively live out our mission and values, improving through quality standards and a focus on leadership, agriculture, and community. Let's hear this year's results for the National Chapter Award Program.
We ask that one member from each chapter come up on stage to receive this award and remain on stage until we announce the applications moving on to nationals. The bronze chapters are New Salem, Gackle Streeter, Scranton, Central Cass, and Edgeley Column. The silver chapters are Kindred, Killdeer, Napoleon, Golden Valley County, Beulah, Rugby, and Max. The gold chapters are Richland 44, Carrington, South Prairie, and Rolla. North Dakota is eligible to submit 10 applications on for national judging. If your chapter is announced, please step forward and remain there. The chapters advancing to nationals are Beulah, Carrington, Golden Valley County, Killdeer, Max, Napoleon, Richland 44, Rolla, Rugby, and South Prairie. Congratulations again to these chapters. We wish you the best at national judging. Today we recognize the top 3 chapters with innovative activities in each of the 3 program of activities: growing leaders, building communities, and strengthening agriculture. The premier chapter finalists in Growing Leaders are Carrington, for their glow-in-the-dark dodgeball. During National FFA Week, Carrington FFA hosted a glow-in-the-dark dodgeball tournament to promote fun, fitness, and connection. 48 members joined the event, decorating neon shirts, playing under black lights, and even welcoming National FFA officer candidate Caroline Groth to the court. The night was filled with energy, teamwork, and strengthened friendships. Killdeer, for their My Plate and food safety. To promote healthier choices, Killdeer FFA members led a hands-on workshop for junior high students focused on My Plate and food safety. Participants created balanced meals, baked healthy muffins, and explored real-world kitchen safety. With over 20 students involved, the activity built confidence, sparked better habits, and made nutrition fun and accessible. Rolla, for AET Buddy. To help new members navigate the Agricultural Experience Tracker, Rolla FFA launched the AET Buddy project, pairing experienced members with first-year students for one-on-one support. With cupcakes, door prizes, and lots of encouragement, every participant successfully set up their AET and gained confidence in record-keeping and SAE planning. The premier chapter winner in Growing Leaders is the Rolla FFA chapter. The premier chapter finalists in Building Communities are Beulah, for their opening day at the nursing home. To bring joy to local seniors, Beulah FFA hosted a playful deer opener event at the Knife River Care Center. Members dressed as deer and pheasants while residents hunted them with Nerf guns among cardboard trees. With laughter, connection, and creativity, the event became a new favorite and a tradition in the making. Richland 44, for their Plants for Public Wellness. Richland 44 FFA brightened lives and supported mental health by delivering over 360 houseplants to local retirement homes and county offices. Members visited, caroled, and planted alongside residents and staff, spreading joy through simple acts of kindness and personal connection. Rolla, for the Northern Harvest Adventure. To promote local agriculture and boost rural tourism, Rolla FFA launched the Northern Harvest Adventure. With help from local partners, members created hands-on farm tours, harvest packs, and custom maps highlighting area farms and businesses, connecting visitors to the heart of northern North Dakota agriculture. The premier chapter winner in Building Communities is the Rolla FFA chapter. The premier chapter finalists in Strengthening Agriculture are Carrington, for the Growing Egg in a Glove project. To teach elementary students where food comes from, Carrington FFA led a hands-on seed germination activity using clear gloves, cotton balls, and water. Students tracked growth and played a seed-to-plant matching game, engaging 37 youth and sparking curiosity about agriculture in a fun, memorable way. Rolla for their Slow Down, Share the Road Day. To promote rural road safety, Rolla FFA launched Slow Down, Share the Road Day. Members secured a citywide proclamation, gathered community pledges, and shared powerful stories from local farmers. Their campaign reached over 4,600 views and sparked meaningful conversations about farm equipment safety during harvest. South Perry for their Farm and Home Safety. To teach essential safety skills, South Perry FFA hosted a hands-on workshop for 5th graders with rotating stations on fire, livestock, chemical, and food safety. Over 40 students participated, gaining real-world knowledge, while FFA members helped promote safety awareness in their community. The premier chapter winner in Strengthening Agriculture is the Rolla FFA chapter.
Throughout my years in FFA, I've had the privilege of meeting some pretty extraordinary people. Though none have had the ability to chat it up with anyone at any time, quite like this particular fella. This next person certainly meets and exceeds the description of not your average Joe. I would now like to welcome Tevye Vogel and Peter Lindberg to introduce your state reporter, Joe Lindberg, for his retiring address.
Joe and I have competed in the same contest for many years, often side by side. But it wasn't until the Aspire conference that I got to truly know him. I was placed in his group, and from the very beginning of our activity, it was clear that he was a natural leader. His laughter and confidence were contagious. And from that moment, I knew he was going to make an incredible state officer. Now, nearly 2 years later, he continues to be the kindest, funniest, and most inspiring person I know.
My brother Joe has been a positive role model to me through his dedication, hard work, and deep involvement in FFA. For hours spent hunched over samples with a magnifying glass and tweezers, to his accomplishments at the local, state, and national levels. Despite the frustrations of me stealing his candy or destroying his prized Lego creations, Joe has always made the effort to include me in his activities and experiences. I feel incredibly lucky to say that this is my 3rd state convention, and I am so proud to introduce my big brother.
Now introducing my best friend and your 2024-2025 North Dakota State Reporter, Joe Lindberg.
Picture this. You open a brand new box of Legos, you dump them out on the table, and suddenly there's a colorful mess in front of you. Tiny pieces of every shape and size, scattered and disorganized. It's hard to believe that something so amazing can come from all this chaos. But that's where the fun begins, because the magic of Legos isn't in the instructions, it's in the building. Just like in life, you often aren't given a perfect set of instructions. You're given a handful of moments, memories, decisions, some that make sense and some that don't. and you have to figure out how to put them together one piece at a time. Now, some pieces, they'll snap into place easily. They'll bring you joy and clarity, while others may leave you feeling awkward or frustrated. You try to make them fit, but they just don't. At least not yet. Looking back on my life, it feels a lot like building with Legos. There were the small pieces, like the outfit I chose to wear on my first day of school, or the football team I chose to root for. Go, Pack, go! At the time, these decisions felt huge, but now they're just tiny pieces that help lay the foundation. And then there are the bigger pieces, decisions that truly shaped who I am. And the most important, well, that would be making the decision to live with my dad. I didn't know it at the time, but this choice would lead me on to Minnesota, where I'd grow with a new family. And then on to North Dakota, where I'd learn about hard work, a quiet life, and the beauty of small town living. Even now, as I keep building, I'm starting to see how all the pieces fit together. All those funny stories, awkward moments, the wins and the setbacks, they all add color and depth to my story. Maybe you're in a chapter of your life right now where the pieces seem scattered or random. Like no matter how hard you try, nothing is coming together the way you thought it would. And that's okay, because in the world of Lego building and in life, you often don't see where a piece belongs until much later. What matters most is you keep showing up. You keep choosing to build, even when it gets messy. You keep adding piece after piece and trust that it's all going somewhere. That your masterpiece is taking shape, even if you can't see it clearly yet. It doesn't have to be perfect, because life can be beautiful without perfection. It just takes your attention, your effort, and your belief that what you're building matters. So when life gets messy, when the pieces seem scattered or random, when they're just not fitting together right, when the picture isn't clear yet, remember this: you are not lost. You're just in the middle of building. Every odd-shaped moment, every detour, every unexpected connection, it's all part of your story. So and just like a Lego set, your masterpiece isn't going to come together all at once. It takes time, patience, and perseverance. And the best part, you're not just the builder, you're the designer. You get to choose what your life becomes. You get to shape it, break it, rebuild it, and make it yours. So keep reaching for that next piece. Keep building boldly, and never underestimate the power of one small brick to change everything. Because your life wasn't meant to sit in a box. It was meant to be built, one piece at a time, into something only you can create. So keep going. This journey is your own, and every piece matters.
Just 'cause I'm leaving, it don't mean I won't be right by your side. When you need me, you can't see me in the middle of the night. Just close your eyes and say a prayer. It's okay, I know you're scared when I'm not here, but I'll always be right there.
North Dakota FFA. This year's servitude has given me so much to be thankful for. First, I would like to thank God for giving me the strength to carry out my duties and protecting me throughout my year of service. To my best friend Tevya and her family, thank you for all your kindness, support, and generosity you've shown me throughout the year. I truly appreciate everything that you've done for me. To my parents and brother Trapper, thank you for always encouraging me to chase my dreams and showing me that nothing is unattainable if you want it bad enough. To my ag teachers, thank you for your empowering words, hard lessons, and guiding hands. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be the man I am today. And to you, North Dakota FFA, we've had some great laughs and even greater memories. Thank you for being such a big part of my life.
Mom, Dad, get up here.
'Cause I'm leaving, it don't mean it. I won't be right by your side. When you need me, you can't see me in the middle of
North Dakota FFA, I'm proud to present to you my parents, Travis and Tammy Lindberg.
Uncle Sam don't like the way. Miles got a big old plane that's gonna take me far away.
Go back downstairs.
I know I act tough.
Get up here, guys.
In my gut, 'cause I just can't call you up when things get rough. Before I left, he hugged my neck and said, just 'cause you're leaving, it don't mean it. I won't be right by your side when you need me. You can't see me in the middle of the night. Just close your eyes and say a prayer. It's okay.
Joe, throughout the year, we've had the privilege of seeing so many different sides of you. Your wild and crazy antics. Joe, throughout the year, we've had the privilege of seeing so many different sides of you. You are the only person we know who can go from a deep slumber on the floor to answering a question with an unexpectedly deep and philosophical approach. Your wild and crazy antics always keep us on our toes, yet somehow your charisma always manages to get you out of trouble. You are exactly the person we need to keep us in the moment, laughing at all the little things. North Dakota FFA, I present to you your 2024-2025 State Reporter, Joe Lindberg.
And said, just 'cause I'm leaving, it don't mean it. I won't be right by your side when you need me and you can't see me in the middle of
You know, not every page in the scrapbook is about the memories. Sometimes it's just about the moments that make you smile and tap your foot. Well, tonight we get to add one of those moments to our scrapbook as Brian and Loretta Quam of the Wyndmere FFA chapter perform for us. The North Dakota Talent Stage is sponsored by the North Dakota Farm Bureau. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Suppose I said I wanna come back home. And suppose I cried and said I think I finally learned my lesson. And I'm tired of spending all my time alone. If I told you that I realized you're all I ever wanted, told you so, but you had to go. Now I found somebody new, and you will never break my heart in two again.
If I got down on my knees and told you I'd be yours forever, would you get down on yours too and shake my hand? Would we get that old time feeling? Would we laugh and talk for hours? The way we did when our love first began. Would you tell me that you've missed me too, and that you've been so lonely, and you've waited for the day that I return, and we'd live in love forever, and that I'm your one and only? Would you say the tables finally turned? Would you say I told you so? Someday you'd come crawling back and asking me to take you in. I told you so, but you had to go. Now I found somebody new, and you will never break my heart in two again. Now I found somebody new, and you will never break my heart in two again.
Thank you, North Dakota FFA.
Thank you. Wow, that was amazing. We truly have some talented FFA members. What a great way to kick off our 2025 state convention presented by Hess. But the best part? It's only the beginning of our crazy week. Be sure to meet us right back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for our second general session, where we have even more excitement in store. I would now like to turn it over to Mariah Lavreau to finish off the first chapter of our convention with closing ceremonies.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business that should now be transacted?
The Bright Futures Career and Education Expo and Talent Show will be held in the Shack from 1 to 4 p.m. This is the only way to receive the 2025 North Dakota FFA State Convention t-shirt. See your convention program for details. We cannot wait to see you all there.
Does any other member know of any new or unfinished business that should properly come before this session? We are about to adjourn the first session of the 96th North Dakota FFA State Convention. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow FFA members and guests, please join me in the salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag. I now declare this session adjourned.